this voice, which is wild, is like kind of a dream for if it was like something I could put on for singing.
Yeah. You could also record some sexy stories.
Only when I lose my voice.
Yeah. It's like it's not a very lucrative business because it's really dependent
on. It's like once a year. Oh, I live quiet.
That's anyway. A thing that in Friends, right?
Yeah.
Because Phoebe is sick and she likes the way she sings, and then when she gets better, she tries to make herself sick again.
Yeah. Paper mache man. Yeah. That's what she sings.
Well, what are you going to do when you can't sing Defying Gravity in the theaters on Friday?
I'm going to walk out of the theater if people are singing Defying Gravity.
No, actually, I remembered earlier today when Haley and I went to New York a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And it was her first time seeing a show like in New York on Broadway.
Yeah.
And we saw Wicked.
Yeah.
And there was a girl behind us fully singing out loud during Defying Gravity. And I couldn't believe it because we are in the theater. Like, this is, fancy. Like, first of all, don't get me started on people not dressing up for the theater anymore. It really makes me mad.
Yeah.
When you're wearing like a sweatshirt or like jeans. Oh, yeah. At least like put on a nice pair of slacks, if you will.
Sure.
But yeah, this girl behind us was fully out loud singing, and her boyfriend was like, "Oh, you know all the words," or something.
Oh, she was trying to impress.
Yes. And it could have been just a date, I suppose. But I kept looking back at her, like doing that thing, like to see if she would be like, "Oh, I didn't realize I was singing out loud."
Yeah.
No, the whole time. And it was so bad. Like, I was really, really upset about it.
Yeah, that is upsetting. And that's like a high probability that could happen on Friday.
But they are having sing-along
they are
showings.
That's smart.
So I wish people would go to that. But I do know that someone's going to sing out loud.
Someone will sing
Especially
out loud.
if it's like some girlies that have drinks before and they're a little tipsy and they lose their ability to think critically.
Yeah, because Wicked is for us.
Oh, it's a theater kids time.
But like our age, right? We were like in high school when Wicked came out.
Yeah. It's 20 years of... Like, I know every single word, except for not the boring songs.
True.
I've never learned, like, Madame Morrible's songs or the Professor Goat Man. Sorry to him.
It's okay.
Or Peter the Wizard Dinklage. Song. Do you know his song?
The Wizard. I am a sentimental man who always longed to be a father.
Pretty. Yeah, I don't care for those. Which, okay, also, sorry, talking about Wicked, which this is the Thanksgiving episode, so
welcome
happy Thanksgiving
back to the
week. Oh, yeah, we should do that intro.
Oh, yeah. Let's put it right here.
Yeah.
The A-List.
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex. Okay, long intro. My bad.
It's a long cold open.
Long.
As you guys can see, this is my apartment, and I have started decorating for Christmas, and so Allison has a beautiful background.
Wow, so nice.
It's disco themed.
Was gonna put mine up this week, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, so might have to be when I get back.
Want to know something fun real quick about that tree?
Yeah.
So it spins, but I'm not going to turn it on because there's too much pressure in having to decorate all parts of a tree.
I have to make sure everything is good.
It fits perfectly in that corner, and if I had to if it spun, I would need to pull it away from the outlet. Anyway, those disco ball ornaments, the ones like at the bottom. Look at the bottom, that one. I have 4 of them.
Yeah.
I have had those since my brother and I shared a Christmas tree when I was 9 years old.
Oh, really? Disco balls have been in your life that long?
Yeah. So our Christmas tree theme, we had blue lights. My parents, each of us got a tree in our room. Yeah. So our theme was blue lights and then space. So my mom got us disco ball ornaments as part of that theme. So it was like silver and blue.
Yeah.
And I've just held on to them. Yeah. And I've just held on to them. And then at Walmart, you guys can't see it, but at Walmart the other day for $6, they had that disco ball tree topper.
Oh, it is actually a tree topper. Yes. I thought you just fashioned.
No, it is an actual tree topper for $6.
Wow.
So
on a budget work.
Literally, because look how sparse this tree is. But it's okay. I have some filler bulbs, but I realized I didn't have any hooks, so I need to buy some hooks.
You could get tinsel, because that would fill in, and that's very cheap.
True, I did think about. Had not considered tinsel because I do think I'm going to throw away this tree after this year. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it doesn't stand up straight. Oh. But anyway, there's a hidden pickle in there, everyone. So don't worry.
Don't worry. Maybe next episode you can put it in view.
You can see it actually.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys see the pickle?
I'll have to look.
It's in view. But do you like the disco ball snowman?
I really do.
And I have a Cowboy Carter cowboy hat. Disco hat.
Oh, I see the pickle. I also like the ring pop.
So I did buy that as a in memory of Kirsten. It was like the.
Oh yeah, you guys ring pops.
Walmart was their ornament section was incredible.
Yeah.
And really fun, and it's all that kind of stuff, and that's actual ring pop brand.
Cute.
And her favorite flavor was cherry, so I was like, oh, okay, well this is perfect.
Meant to be.
So I got my one little. It throws off the color scheme, but that's okay.
It is okay.
And when you get up, you can look for the Titanic that you got me fits perfectly. And then I got
the disco balls.
It does because it's like shiny. Oh, yeah. And then I got a disco reindeer that's on there too. You can check out that disco reindeer. Okay, back to Wicked.
Right, because I thought we could talk about Wicked a little bit because it does come out on Thanksgiving. Well, no, it doesn't.
No, it comes out the week before.
Weird. I thought initially it was coming out on Thanksgiving.
Because it got pushed back.
Oh, they moved it. Uh-huh. Okay.
So listening to this episode, Wicked has been out for the weekend.
Okay, for sure. What was I saying?
I cut you off. They were sing-along versions in the theater.
Yes. And people should do that. I don't know what I was going to say, but we can talk later about some Wizard of Oz curses if we have time, if we want to get into it, if we
love it,
have the time. But since it is our Thanksgiving episode, we have some Thanksgiving-y things to talk about.
I also think that before we get to that, last thing about Wicked, I have a theory that because the soundtrack comes out on Friday as well, or comes out the same day.
Oh, they're recording.
The recording from the movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know when Greatest Showman did like a surprise album of like artists that redid the songs? I just listened to that. And then Hamilton did it?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that that's something that's going to happen with this. We're going to get like pop versions of...
Okay, what's your predictions? Do you think Idina... She can't sing like that anymore.
No, she can't. No, I think like my fantasy is that we would get a Defying Gravity version by Ariana Grande.
Oh, fun.
I thought that could be cool. Like if she did like a pop Ariana style version of Defying Gravity as like a little
who I would also like to hear?
Who?
My girl, Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, of course, because she did Hamilton so well.
Yeah.
But I thought you were going to say Billie Eilish.
I actually just listened to The Greatest Showman, that soundtrack, and I listened to Kesha singing This Is Me, and it's so good.
It is. That version of Rewrite the Stars too with Anne Marie.
I didn't make it there.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Anne Marie, wow.
Yeah, it's Anne Marie and British man.
And
it's an incredible version.
Sam Smith?
No.
Is he British?
Yeah, of course.
Someone else. Oh, Zach Brown band though, singing the big Hugh Jackman song at the end.
From now on.
Cute. Yes, I didn't love that. Feel like they could have done better.
I agree.
But I will say, do you know that YouTube video of Hugh Jackman of them singing?
I feel like you have brought this up on the podcast
many
times. Yeah.
I was going to say, I randomly watched it again like 2 days ago, and I still get goosebumps and cry.
Isn't Sutton Foster in that too?
No, but Cynthia Erivo is. That's why I watched it, because I didn't know that was Cynthia Erivo at the time when that came out, like however many years ago, like 7 years ago, right? Was it that long?
Maybe longer, yeah.
When that came out, I didn't know that was Cynthia Erivo that's singing the really high riffs and the whatever. So I think that resurfaced because she's in it.
True. And also Lauren What's-It is in there too.
Lauren.
She's the girl that does the singing voice for the actress that sings those big Never Enough.
Oh. So and also Natalie Weiss is in it. Yeah. And Jeremy Jordan is supposed to be singing Hugh Jackman's part. It's like star-studded, actually. And I think it did resurface because of Cynthia Erivo, but
that tracks.
I didn't know that it was her, and I was like, wow.
But anyway, amazing. I have like a little gut feeling that's like, I bet we're getting some sort of Because with all the marketing that's going on, like imagine capitalizing on it in that way too.
Who do you think would sing Popular? Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh my God, that would be
That'd be
so
fun.
iconic.
What other songs?
But it would be really fun.
Yeah, that'd be
really
so
cool.
fun. They should for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, no, not yet. This week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but it's
the
I feel like the
Thanksgiving
full
episode.
week. It's like people have Friendsgivings and
You'll be out of town.
I will be home and it's my best friend's birthday.
Is it?
Monday is Reagan's birthday.
Stanley's
so when
birthday.
this comes out, it is her birthday. Happy
Stanley's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Stanley. He's so cold. Have you talked to them about the haircut?
No, guys.
You should tell them.
Here's our quick updates. We didn't win our dodgeball game.
Oh, yeah, you guys, we lost.
We lost, so we did not advance to the championship
it's so
round.
sad. We were too confident, I think.
We were really confident. We didn't lose terribly either. It was 4-6.
Yeah.
It was a fun season. TBH, I'm okay. I'm ready. I need a break.
Yeah.
I'm okay. It would have been cool to win the championships again, but it is what it is. That's that update. And then I got Stanley groomed. I'll insert a photo here. Guys,
crazy,
can you believe it?
He is a different dog.
Long story short, there was a miscommunication. They thought I wanted him to be all the same length short. That's not what I said. That's not the picture I showed. Oh, actually, here. This is the picture I showed them. Bing. And then this is what I got. Bing. So Stanley
You're going to have to go to the video to see.
Stanley is frigid. So thankfully.
He's constantly shaking.
It's
like he is like in the lifeboat from Titanic.
Yeah, I feel so bad. So right now he's in a sweater, curled up on his dog bed. He's asleep. This is what he needs.
Yeah. I
mean, the way he cuddles me at night, though, I will say. It's a little selfish of me, but I'm like, all right, this sucks for you.
You didn't do this on purpose. You weren't like, please shave my dog as close as possible so that he will cuddle with me more.
Right.
It's just
Last night was the biggest cuddle yet. Like, he woke me up by like pawing on my shoulder. So I turned onto my left side, and then he got so close to me, and his ears were freezing cold. And I did not sleep with the air on last night. So
does he not get under the covers?
No, he likes to get like his body kind of under them, but I kind of move around a lot. So he was probably exposed for too long and was just like, Dad, I'm so cold.
Freezing.
So I spooned him. He like sat up right by my chin for the rest of the night.
Cutie.
Anyway.
Well, he is something. He's
cute. 7 years old now. Happy birthday, Papa.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, because last year you thought he was 6, but he was actually 5.
I did what you did with Macy.
It's honestly, once you've had them for so long, it's
yes. And with how much I've moved and how many people have come in and out of my life, it's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
But he's 7 years old.
Happy birthday, Stanley.
Happy birthday, Stanley.
Reagan.
Happy birthday, Reagan.
Yes, I will be home for a few days, and it's just like so hard to fit everyone in.
Are you doing both families for Thanksgiving? Like both sides?
Yes and no. My full dad side of my family is not getting together until December 1st. So
you'll miss that one.
I will miss like that, but I will be with my dad.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Does your sister host?
Yeah, she'll have lunch, dinner, whatever.
On that day?
Yeah. And then we're actually going to a hockey game.
Oh.
The Fort Wayne.
It's a Comets?
Comets.
It's a Comets game.
So Thanksgiving evening, I will be going to the
That's
Comets
kind of
game.
fun,
If
though.
anyone is there and you want to say hi.
Go to the War Memorial Coliseum. It's pretty epic.
It is. I took Arlen, my nephew, to see Disney on Ice there. And he was like 5. And it was the first time I had ever taken him because
by himself.
Daphne wasn't alive then, so it was just him. It's the first time I had taken him anywhere by myself. And I was just like, showering him with whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Like whatever food, whatever drinks, like whatever. And he had too much of that and he got sick in the bathroom.
Oh. Wow.
Because I let him have cotton candy. He had like a slushie, whatever. Yeah. I was just like,
Aunt Allie doesn't say no.
Yeah. And I was so stressful. Obviously I don't know what it's like to have a kid.
Yeah.
But I was so afraid someone was gonna steal him that I was the whole time just stressed about holding his hand and but I was by myself.
Yeah.
And he had spilled something in the seats and I was like, well, I can't leave him to go get napkins to clean this up. So it was a whole thing. And so I have really a lot of respect for mothers.
Yeah.
And or father, whoever, like a single parent taking care of a child. Like it was a a little glimpse that I was like, I am not equipped right now to
Yeah, that's a
handle
lot.
this.
Um,
But yeah, the
are you
boring comments.
are you doing like anything since you're not going home for Christmas? Are you doing anything for Christmas or are you just not?
Maybe something, but nothing super planned.
Okay, cool.
Something on a whim,
I love that.
if you will.
On a whim.
But you are right.
I am what?
You're doing something for Christmas?
Well, I'll be there for the Christmas.
Yeah.
But for Thanksgiving, I'm like, well, this IHOP gift certificate is about to expire.
Yeah.
So I might do that.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Are you don't want to, because the thing you make on Thanksgiving morning, that's one of your traditions,
Yeah.
your French toast. That's a lot of work though, right?
It is, and I don't have a crock pot anymore, so.
Oh, well, you can use mine if you want to make it.
It was more like me and my boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't really care to do anything this year.
Yeah.
Which mixed with this voice sounds really like somber,
It does sound
but I'm
very
not.
sad.
Emily might be hosting something and she might not, but I don't really. It's not
Thanksgiving
a thing for
for you, you're never super excited about Thanksgiving. Since I met you,
me. Yeah.
is that because of the association with your ex, or is it just you have never been like super into Thanksgiving?
No, it was like our favorite holiday together. So I think, yeah. And then I've just never had.
When you were younger, you liked it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was always like lunch at my grandparents and then dinner at my grandpa's.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. I will get to see my fam for Christmas this year, which will be nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, reminiscing on days of yore, did you ever participate growing up in like Black Friday madness?
Never never super seriously. Every once in a while we would just be like, let's just go peruse. And if
Like
there's
at a
something we
random
want to
time?
buy. Yeah. Cause I guess when we were young, it still was kind of midnight when things would open.
Correct.
So I feel like I can remember maybe a Walmart situation or something, and just, we didn't have anything specific in mind. We were just like, let's go. And if something jumps out at us, we'll buy it. But I don't think I've ever been, there's this one thing that I want and I have to go stand in line to get it. And then as the years have gone on, where Black Friday is really Thursday evening, the same kind of thing. Just been like, oh, let's go to the mall, or let's go, run to Meijer, to Walmart, and just see what deals, and maybe buy some. I feel like I remember buying DVDs.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Because they were already cheap, and then on Black Friday
like
they were even
$1.50, like
more cheap.
Blu-rays for $5.
Yeah, so never seriously. Did you?
Oh yeah, literally, like we wouldn't sleep. We
with
would just
like a
stay
specific thing in mind you wanted to get.
Sometimes like it was always like Kohl's, Walmart.
Kohl's,
yeah, Kohl's was a big one. Kohl's, Walmart, sometimes Meijer, and then like we would do that from like midnight until 7 a.m. and then we would go to the Glenbrook Mall.
Mm-hmm. The mall was always fun. It felt like wrong to be there because it was late. So it was kind of like you were a little bit more goofy. It was like fun to walk around and be silly.
But it was always a tradition. Then we would be exhausted and then just like go home in the late afternoon and like nap / just like veg out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took it so seriously. I mean, I would budget for Black Friday because I would be able to get like most of my gifts for a fraction of the price.
Now, because it is not actually Friday, it's the whole week before.
There was a few years before it all shifted. The first, I would say the first 2 to 3 years I lived out here, I participated out here in it.
Yeah.
And it was like really fun. Me and my brother did it one year with his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. I loved it so much. Yeah, but now it's like you couldn't pay me to do that.
No,
because the Walmart in Burbank is like Black Friday every single day.
I went there recently for some reason.
Every time I walk in there, I'm like, what the hell am I doing here?
I know.
It's madness in there.
It's wild. And I don't actually know why. It's because there's not another Walmart nearby.
Correct. It's and
it's pretty big.
It's big, but also their aisles are so skinny. Guys, I'm not kidding you. I took my family there and they were all like, this is Black Friday. It's a wild. Do you know why it's called Black Friday?
No, tell me.
Because sales go into the black, which is like really good sales.
Oh, okay.
like money for the store.
I thought it was like you get too excited and you black out and you just buy a bunch of stuff.
Literally, that is the same thing that I thought it was.
Yeah.
But my dad owned a Radio Shack franchise, so I learned the actual reason for it because it was good for sales.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I feel like I remember my dad talking about when my sister was young and Cabbage Patch Kids were the rage.
Yeah.
That he had to go wait in line. It was madness.
It makes me want to watch that Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah.
What is that called?
Jingle All the Way?
Yes, good job.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't believe I knew that. I don't know anything.
Yeah, that's cute.
So when and if we're at parents or, auntie uncle duties, and we have to go do that, I don't think I'm prepared because I will yell at someone. If someone's acting out of line or cuts me off or something, I will be rude to them.
Yeah.
Because I hate when people don't have common decency. Yeah. And I feel like on Black Friday, people lose that. Yeah, and I will not be okay.
No, it's interesting. I went to Santa Clarita Walmart. I did my yearly trip there the other night. And they had already set up like aisles in the parking lot with signs directing people to Black Friday pickup. So I feel like you can do Black Friday shopping.
Kind of takes the fun out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
I would rather just have it delivered to me then.
Exactly. I don't necessarily want to do it again, but I do think back fondly on Black Fridays. Like that was a fun thing that we would have our Thanksgiving dinners, take a little nap, and then reconvene and go out for literally like 24 hours.
Go get a coffee at midnight and
power the F through.
Yeah. I will say one of my favorite traditions, that's one thing we were going to talk about, so I can just segue into that.
Smooth.
So in my town,
Marion,
in Marion, Indiana, it has the name of Christmas City, USA. Like, I don't know where that started, but that's
someone dubbed it.
Yeah. We have this really cute light display that goes all through our park.
Oh, yeah.
And it is lights made, I don't know, they're really big installations.
Yeah.
And it goes throughout the whole thing. And on Thanksgiving is when it gets lit for the first time. They light it up for the first time. There's a big Thanksgiving Day parade that goes through the city. It's like, dance studios and all the schools, the county schools, their bands and all of that. And then, they light the park up. And then you go through and you get
it drive through or walk through?
Both.
Oh, okay.
When it's this time of year, you can walk through easier because it's not snowing yet or not snowing badly yet.
Yeah.
And you get a little hot chocolate and you walk through. It's a cute little date night. So that's like one thing I always love. And they have the 12 Days of Christmas, a different light installation for each one of them.
Yeah.
And when you drive through, you drive really slowly so you can see all the lights. My dad always made us sing the song as we drove through.
Oh, that's cute.
So it was cute. Wait, what was your question?
Like they have one at Headwaters Park similar called Festival of Lights.
It's probably the same.
It's like linked to a radio station so you can like hear.
They actually don't do that with ours. But when we go to that, ever since I've lived here, we've gone up to a neighborhood in Pasadena, like our friend group.
Yeah.
And they do that there. The radio syncs
to
with
that
the lights.
one house.
It's only one house?
Yeah, that's for one house.
Wow. For some reason in my head, it was multiple.
That's magical.
It is magical.
Was it last year we went and did that and we were too late and as soon as we got to one house, like all of the lights shut off?
Yeah.
That was bad.
It was bad. But we could do it again.
We could.
This year.
We could.
We can get there earlier.
We could try. We definitely could try.
What were your family's Thanksgiving traditions?
It was always, growing up, it was always breakfast. It would be lunch. Well, I would always wake up early to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Same.
And then lunch was either when my grandparents lived in Muncie, it was usually lunch there. So we would get up and drive to Muncie, have lunch there, and then drive to Decatur and have dinner at my grandpa's.
Lots of driving.
Oh, constantly. And then literally, I think that's literally what we did every year until I moved. It flipped. We did lunch in Decatur and dinner at my grandparents when they moved to Michigan. So after like starting in like 2002, we would start out. And this is because my grandparents, I've got ahead of myself. So the Thanksgiving tradition from like 12 years old until I moved out here was lunch in Decatur. And then we would drive to Michigan and do Thanksgiving dinner. And then we would stay the night there. And then in the next day, we'd spend the whole day decorating my grandparents' house for Christmas.
Oh, cute.
My grandma has always done it the same way every year. Decorates for Christmas the day after Thanksgiving, takes it all down on the 26th.
Wow.
So
that's so much work.
it is. And they
you have to actually plan
Yeah.
to do nothing that day. You have to put it in your calendar.
But that was like,
That's
if you
the
wanted to
thing.
stay at grandma and grandpa's, you were helping put it up and you were helping take it down. So I did like really enjoy Thanksgiving time growing up because it was just a lot of like fun.
Yeah.
A lot of cousin time. And then, yeah, I was never at my mom and dad's. Like we never hosted. We always went. But mom always made stuff, you know?
Yeah. I feel like my mom would make like a cinnamon roll type thing for when we would get up and watch the parade. And then we would go over to my grandparents, and I think she would make like sort of like an egg casserole, and that would be like a brunch situation.
Oh, cute.
Which I think we still try to do. Like my brother-in-law makes it usually, and then when I've been here, I've made it. I feel like you had it last year probably.
You made something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember in the evening what we did, like for dinner. We probably just stayed there the whole time.
Yeah, leftovers.
And just had leftovers, which I'll get into when we talk about ranking the foods because I have some
interesting opinions.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Mine are probably pretty regular, I feel.
Yeah.
But I do have like the culmination of it all.
Yeah.
When you have your leftovers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But yeah, cinnamon rolls, yum.
Love a cinnamon roll.
And they were the Pillsbury from the can, which probably people think ew, but actually no, so good.
So good.
The icing, so good.
Iconic.
Wow.
Yep.
Or the one with the orange.
Oh, I love that one.
Yum.
Maybe I'll do that for myself for Thanksgiving morning.
You should.
We'll see.
Love that. Well, speaking of the parade, I have who's performing / guest appearances.
Okay.
That I can read you, and we can,
Please tell me Sabrina's doing it.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I can double check if there's been any new announcements, but this is what I have from.
Read me what you got.
So Jennifer Hudson is performing, Kylie Minogue, which is kind of fun, and Billy Porter.
Okay.
And then Cynthia Erivo.
Not Ariana? That would be
we'll
cute
see if we get down in this list.
They don't really duet in the first movie.
No.
I guess
and
they do. Loathing.
That's what I was going to say earlier, is that Reagan and I were talking earlier, and really the second half, we already know that it shouldn't be 2 parts in general, but the second half is, I hate like the first quarter of the second half.
I know, it's like a lot.
And I don't think normies who don't know the show are going to like it unless it's
really
they have something cooked up.
Yeah, unless they make it really
from the book.
filled. Yeah.
But it's like the first quarter is some of the boring songs, the Wizard song and something else.
No One Mourns the Wicked is a reprise.
I kind of like that one, but I don't know. It's just boring until you get to As Long as You're Mine.
Yeah.
It meh. So whatever. But yeah, Cynthia isn't listed here.
Okay,
and then Oh Mary's Cole Escola. I don't know if Oh Mary is a show that I'm unaware of. Okay. Cole Escola.
Oh Mary.
Oh Mary.
It's a Broadway one person Broadway show.
Oh, so that
by
person?
Cole. It's a comedy.
Okay. Wait, are you making that up?
No, it's real.
Okay, well then he will be there. Then Bishop Briggs.
Hello, old classmate.
Kylie Cantrell. I don't know who that is. Chloe, I believe that means Chloe Bailey.
Yeah.
Although I thought I didn't know that she didn't use her last name.
No, she doesn't.
Interesting. Dan and Shay.
Okay.
Dasha, who had that big song on TikTok, the country song, right? Yeah. Like the everyone was doing the dance to.
I have no singing voice. Do your best.
Yeah, everyone was doing the line dance to that. Jimmy Fallon and the Roots.
Cute.
Coco Jones.
Love.
Walker Hayes.
Love.
Ariana Madix. I wonder if she's performing with Chicago.
Ariana Madix from the show?
From
she's definitely doing a number with Chicago. Yeah.
Yes, from Vanderpump Rules.
Right.
But I don't know if she's currently still in Chicago, but she has been.
Must be. I don't know why they'd have her performing it.
Which is good because everyone lip syncs. So there's there's nothing at stake for her.
Correct.
To mess up. So she definitely should. That's a big thing for people to see her.
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre.
Cute.
Idina Menzel. Natty Natasha.
Okay.
This one is exciting for me. T-Pain.
That is fun.
Rachel Platten.
Just continues to sing fight song for the rest of her life. Fighting for fight song.
This one is very exciting to me, and I am so excited for what she's going to sing. But Lea Salonga.
Oh, cute. I wonder what she will sing.
Something Disney?
Maybe.
The Temptations. That's fun.
Does it say what floats they're on or just that they're featured?
I don't know. There's like, it's hyperlinked, so let me see if I can, what Leia's would be. If it tells me. Broadway legends Bernadette Peters and Lea Salonga to bring Old Friends musical to LA ahead of New York debut. They're doing a production of Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends.
Okay. Don't know that.
I don't know. But The Temptations, The Warren Treaty.
Cute.
Alex Warren.
Okay.
Who's that? Do you know? Okay. Sebastian Yatra.
Okay.
Charlie D'Amelio. I mean, she's obviously performing in & Juliet, so I assume & Juliet is performing.
That would make sense.
Because she doesn't sing. She's just going to be.
Yeah.
Ballet dancers, Tyler Peck and Roman Maiha. Jonathan Bennett.
Cute.
What would he be doing? Just a Christmas song?
Yeah, probably.
Liza Colon Zayas. Tom Kenny. Gina Claire Mason. That's all that list said. It's hosted by Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, and Al Roker, which Hoda just announced she was leaving.
Right.
And they announced who her replacement was on the news portion that she's on. It's a guy. He looks very cute.
Queer.
I don't think he's queer. I think he's straight. He seems straight to me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Anyway, he seems nice, but they haven't announced who is going to be with her and Jenna.
Okay.
And Jenna apparently is going to cycle through people and see who fits, like they did with Kelly.
Yeah.
So interesting, but Hoda's been there forever. It's kind of crazy.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So
I won't be waking up for it, but it'll be fun.
Are you just gonna watch the redo?
I'll see whatever pops up on TikTok.
I do want to watch it, but I will be in.
You'll be in a better
Eastern
time zone for
so it'll be easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
Cute.
98th annual. 98 years.
Wild.
What was the year 98 years ago?
Hey Siri, what year was it 98 years ago?
It was Friday, November 19th, 1926.
Wow.
1926. Let's see what was happening in 1926.
My great-grandmother was 16 years old.
16, wow.
Yeah.
This is the AI overview, so we'll see. But many events occurred in 1926, including political unrest, still happening today, scientific discoveries, and births of some notable people. The year was marked by political unrest in many countries, including Britain, Poland, Portugal, and Lithuania. Trades union strike. Scientific discoveries. Albert Einstein and Leo Szilard invented the Einstein refrigerator. And some tractor plows and an electric chainsaw.
Oh.
Queen Elizabeth II was born.
Oh my God.
Fidel Castro was born. Marilyn Monroe was born.
You love her, the queen.
Is that the queen that I know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The queen that you know.
The queen that I know. Marilyn Monroe. Wow. You know, I never have thought about when she was born, but
she definitely had to have been born.
I just thought it was later than that, to be honest.
Well,
Don Juan may have been the first talking picture shown to the public, premiered in New York City. So a video, a talking picture, does that mean a video?
I think so.
That's a crazy way to say it.
Yeah.
The United States highway system, Route 66, was established. That's cool.
Nice.
NBC Radio opened. Harry Houdini died. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just wasn't ready for that. No, he died of peritonitis, and I can't look that up. So
don't do it.
Anyway, that was what was happening in 1920.
Okay.
So there
1926.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary to
that. To Harry Houdini's passing.
He passed and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day began.
Wow, he didn't. I wonder if he got to see it,
No.
Dang, it sucks.
The odds are no, because there's only 2 months left in the year.
Yeah.
A month, actually, when the Thanksgiving Day parade is happening.
Well, I am sorry to him.
I am too.
I wonder what it had to be so much shorter.
For sure.
Because it goes on forever.
It never ends.
So another thing we wanted to talk about was ranking Thanksgiving food.
Okay.
So, do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
How many foods are you ranking here?
Well, do you have a list of the foods?
I don't have a formal one, but I can pull it up.
Well, okay. So
I have my own list, but it's just a few. But here we go. This is such a big list, but I will read them. Cranberry sauce, green bean casserole, Brussels sprouts. I think that's more of a British thing. They have sprouts.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes, Thanksgiving stuffing, turkey, pumpkin pie, mac and cheese, sweet potato casserole, different than sweet potatoes.
It is.
Green beans, rolls, apple pie. That's a summertime thing, but whatever.
I don't know. My grandma makes apple dumplings for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yum.
So good.
Mashed potatoes, pecan pie. There's kind of repeats things. So that's kind of it. Yeah.
Here's my hot take.
Okay.
Starting with the main course.
Mm-hmm.
I hate turkey.
A lot of people do not like it. I like it.
I'll take a ham. I love a Thanksgiving ham.
A juicy chicken.
Nope.
Oh, just a ham.
Ham.
I feel like not a lot of people like that. I'm down with a ham, but I like turkey.
That's great. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, not for me.
I will say I like the dark meat better, which is what's worse for you.
It's juicier.
I don't want super dry white meat, but
Right.
I'll eat it.
Because you like cranberry sauce, though.
Oh, yeah. I do.
And you'll put that on the turkey. I do not.
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah.
So cranberry sauce.
The canned. I like the good old canned. I don't need fancy. I don't need it to be artisan cranberry sauce.
You like the
I
jelly
like the
thing.
jelly can that you just slurp right out of the
Yeah.
can and slice it up.
Yeah, it's like a fleshlight.
Hate that.
So right out the gate, I'm going to say, for me, I don't know how we rank them.
I just made a list of like the top 5 for me.
Okay, what's your top
But I have an
5?
honorable mention.
Okay, great, go.
Of the last one. So this is in order of importance, best to worst. I could do worst to best.
It's like the 5 things you want to see on your plate, but number 5, if it wasn't there, it's like that's
sure.
But number 1 definitely better fucking be there.
Correct.
All right.
So number 5 for me is turkey. I do want it.
Uh-huh.
If it's like, oh, it's too much to make the turkey, I'm okay with a chicken or a ham. I would rather chicken because it is the closest to a turkey, but
Sure.
whatever. Next is the cranberry sauce. Like I said, jelly.
So that's number 4. That's number 2.
That's number 4.
Okay.
Sorry. Number 3 is a Hawaiian roll. Here's my thing. I want the Hawaiian roll.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I know other people do different dinner rolls.
Yeah, I love a crescent.
That's good too. But I like the Hawaiian roll, and I'll get to why later.
Oh, later. Okay.
But it's number 3. Number 2, mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I'm okay with there being some type of gravy.
Lumps. Oh.
I am okay with some lumps too.
No, gross.
Oh, really?
No.
But I prefer it to be smooth.
Yeah.
I'm okay with a gravy. Do I like a white gravy over a brown gravy? Yes.
Okay.
And then number 1 is mac and cheese.
Okay.
honorable mention, super number one, is when you have your leftovers and you put all of these things into the Hawaiian roll little sandwich.
Okay, a Thanksgiving Day leftover sandwich.
Yes, in the little Hawaiian roll, you put a little piece of turkey, you put the mashed potato, you put the cranberry sauce, you put the mac and cheese, make a little sandwich, and then that's your leftover.
Okay, cute.
Fire.
That does sound good. I'm a sides guy for sure. Like, I probably wouldn't even put a main meat on the list. If there was going to be one, it's going to be ham. But I am I want stuffing.
Stuffing is good.
I want a dinner roll of some sort. Yeah. I can be Hawaiian as fire, but I love a crescent. My mom makes fire homemade crescent rolls. Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and like sometimes my grandpa would used to do like a corn type dish.
Like a corn casserole? I also love that.
Corn casserole or just like creamed corn. Yeah. I just love corn.
My mom makes a good corn casserole.
Yeah.
It's really just the recipe on the Jiffy corn box.
Yams or like a sweet potato casserole or yams are fine. I'm not like going for them.
Yeah, if it's there, I'll have a scoop.
Now,
but
my grandma, on my dad's side, my grandma, she would make this like mayonnaise salad. That sounds...
Like the ambrosia salad?
No, I mean, kind of. It's like apples, grapes, mayonnaise. Yes.
I know.
And I'm freaking here for it. It's
I know it does
so
seem gross.
Good.
And like
and
now as an adult thinking about it,
it's just
hard. It's hard, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's not
and
good
it is
for you.
good.
It's delicious. And my grandma would make that for
Was it green too?
No.
I feel like my grandma made one with green jello. It had green gelatin in
packets. Yeah, that's normal.
It's the most Midwest thing.
It really
ever.
is.
What was that? In the 50s, there was all kinds of salad
there
like
was,
that.
Yeah. And a lot of it was jello was the component.
And mayonnaise.
Weird. I love mayonnaise, guys.
Of course.
I love mayonnaise.
You just reminded me of something when you said...
Oh, and pumpkin fucking pie.
That's what I was thinking. I am a pecan pie girl.
Ugh.
Always have been. Since I have come around on pumpkin these days, the past couple of years, I'm like, pumpkin's kind of good. I hated it my whole life. I'm not mad at pumpkin pie now, but pecan pie is my jam.
Pecan pie. Here's the thing. Pumpkin pie is superior. However, it is really best when it's all cold. Like, I know people like a hot pumpkin pie with whipped cream.
I don't think
or
that
like
I
room
do.
temp. No, I want that shit to be cold.
Yeah.
Cold Cool Whip, cold
It holds
pie.
its shape more.
Yeah, ooh, yeah, pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it now, but I still, if I have the choice between the two, I want pecan.
I hear that. Oh, my mom, I forgot to say this. I make crockpot French toast. Used to. R.I.P. My mom always makes monkey bread on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh my gosh, yeah, my grandma made monkey bread too.
So good.
That is very good. You can buy it frozen.
You can, yeah.
Which we have done in a couple of years. My grandma made, again, I don't know how grandparents did this. It was the same for, we've talked about this before, after church. Like, how did they have so much food prepared all at the same time?
Yeah.
Ready at the same time, hot at the same time, all ready to be served.
Right.
Like, I do not understand it. I feel like it's a grandparent thing.
I agree.
And yeah, my grandma always had in the morning, the breakfast casserole and the monkey bread. And then lunch or, dinner was all ready at the exact same time. And she had a singular oven.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like a, kitchen chef grade thing with like a bunch of different ovens and skillets and whatever.
Yeah.
A singular one, and somehow everything was done at the exact same time.
Magic.
Yeah. Yum.
Good rankings.
Yeah, I feel like mine are pretty regular, but the Hawaiian roll sandwich could be a
cute. It's a fun addition.
Yeah. So since Wicked is coming out around this time, I went on a deep dive of the Wizard of Oz curses that people say happened from the original movie. They're kind of dark. And honestly, when I was looking at them, I was like, these aren't curses. This is just the production company being negligent. But I thought we could go through them and just like chat because they're kind of interesting and kind of also sad. So uplifting. But the first one is that the Tin Man makeup was toxic.
I heard
And
that.
this might be known, but if you don't know, it was made out of aluminum dust, or aluminium if you live in the UK.
Aluminium.
So Buddy Ebsen was originally cast in the role of the Tin Man. However, when he got his makeup put on, he was poisoned by it and started to experience body aches, muscle cramps, and shortness of breath. And he had to be hospitalized. He had to drop out. And he claimed that MGM ignored his claims that he was ill and refused to believe him. And it wasn't until he was ordered back onto the set that then they gave him a nurse. So he was like hospitalized, and then they brought him back for some reason.
Okay.
They didn't replace him. They just waited, I guess, until he was better. But they then gave him a nurse to check on him. So they weren't like, let's figure out a different way to make you silver. No, we're just going to have a nurse check on you every once in a while. Oh, they did replace him. So then they replaced him with Jack Haley for the role of the Tin Man. The studio learned from the terrible case, and instead of using straight aluminum powder, the makeup artist mixed it into paste. So they did try, but then they were like, instead of it being powder, we're going to make it wet. And then like it doesn't change anything. And it didn't run completely smoothly. Harley developed an infection in his right eye that needed medical attention, but he ended up it was treatable. But it's just like you just said, press on.
Yeah.
We're going to make it into a paste.
But with a new guy.
Yeah, they injured 2 people.
Yeah.
I wonder, this isn't in this article, but I wonder did they fire Buddy Ebsen or did he quit because he was ill?
Interesting.
Because there's no way he didn't get sick again from the paste. Like it was about the metal.
Right.
I don't know. Crazy. But that was a thing. Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West, got burned seriously. Yeah. During her iconic first scene, which shows her having a fiery exit from Munchkinland, she suffered a 2nd-degree burn on her face and a 3rd-degree burn on her hand due to the trapdoor used for the entrance and exit having a delayed drop to eliminate the brief glimpse of it being seen in the final edit. So she got burned pretty badly.
Damn.
And she came back to set and then was asked to film the Surrender Dorothy scene, which is like at the end of the movie. And she had to sit on her broom, and there was fireworks that came out of the back of the broom on that. And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. She was like, I refuse. So they had a stunt double do it, and she got burned. Also.
Oh my God.
It says Betty Danko performed the scene, and she was severely burned during the sequence. The pipe on the broom exploded on the 3rd take and caught fire.
Jesus.
So, I mean, obviously this was, well, I don't even know when this was filmed, the 20s?
Hey Siri, when was The Wizard of Oz filmed?
Here's what I found about The Wizard of Oz. When a tornado rips through Canada, Dorothy, Judy Garland.
Siri, stop.
1939.
Got it.
So, obviously, there weren't as many safety precautions as there are today, although things can still happen, as we know from the tragic gun situation that happened a few years ago. Things can still happen, but it seems that they didn't have ways to fix it. They were just like, this happened, throw someone else in, and the same exact thing happens.
Yeah.
Another thing was the toxic asbestos was in the snow in the poppy scene. So when they are in the poppy field and the Wicked Witch puts a spell on them and they get sleepy and tired and from the snow, it's asbestos, which is crazy.
That is wild.
And that was a thing. So people just like kept getting hurt and sick. And that's why people say that it's a curse, but really it's just them being negligent. The 2 actors playing winged monkeys crashed into the ground when the wires holding them broke. No one should have been making this movie. They did not know what they were doing.
No.
There is the wives' tale of the person you can see being hung in the hanged. I don't know what the correct grammar is, but in the background when they first start on the yellow brick road to leave. The production company it's been fixed now. In the remastered version, they took it out.
Yeah.
But their explanation was it's like a bird. They had these cranes apparently in the back that had animals so it looked like there was things flying in the forest in the back, and they say that it's a big like bird that's supposed to be flying in the back. It really does look like someone hanging, but that is, we don't know what the truth is. And so that's with the movie. Then there was a Wizard of Oz theme park that was created in North Carolina in 1970.
Yeah.
And that did not have a good time either.
Oh.
So the premise was it opened in 1970, and the visitors would start off in Kansas, experience a tornado.
Oh God.
And then walk down the yellow brick road. And then they would be met with all the characters, the Scarecrow, the Lion, the Wicked Witch. And then they would get to the Emerald City, and there is an amphitheater where there's a show that's happening. It sounds actually kind of fun.
It does.
The owner died a few months before the opening, so that's sad. He didn't get to see. But suspicious.
Much like Walt Disney.
Yeah. Did he die before the park opened?
Disney World.
Oh, Disney World. Okay. I was like, I thought that
he saw land.
Disneyland, yeah. So then in 1975, the amphitheater and the surrounding buildings caught fire. Unknowingly, like unsuspectingly.
Okay.
So that happened. And it reopened, but then it didn't do well. And then I don't forget what year they said, but a decade or so ago, they reopened it, and they reopened it once a year in the fall time for people to go. And they've kind of made it like a fall Wizard of Oz attraction.
Cute.
But it's only for a few months out of the year.
Oh, got it.
So cute. If anyone's ever been there, let us know.
Yeah.
I honestly, if I was in the area, I would go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just like weird things. And also people have been talking about Cynthia and Ariana, their appearance, which I don't want to get into the reasoning why, but people have been comparing how they looked before they started filming and to now, and they are much skinnier.
Oh.
And so people are like, it's the curse of the Wizard of Oz. Judy Garland put this curse. The other thing is that Judy Garland, that's what started her drug addiction, because on set, she was young, and on set they made her, they told her she was too big, which is crazy. Like, even, I think the guy who played the Scarecrow, like, there's a quote of him calling her plump, and it's like, what? She was small.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But they made her smoke cigarettes, and like she could only eat like a certain amount of food. Yeah. And so that's what jump started her like eating disorder and drug addiction and alcoholism. So it's dark.
It is dark.
The Wizard of Oz is dark, even though it's a beloved movie and it's from my childhood and one of my favorite things. Yeah. But now looking back, it's like, so many bad, dark things happened with this. So, but yeah, Cynthia and Ariana, I don't know what's going on, but people have noted that they look different.
Interesting. Well, they did shoot it over 2 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
All they're doing is crying a lot.
They cry a lot. They are very
Every
emotional.
interview, they're just crying.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm excited to see the movie. We'll see.
Yeah, we are seeing it in a few days, so
we'll report back in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Cool.
Well, we are excited to hear from everyone and your Thanksgiving traditions and plans. So leave us a comment and tell us your favorite thing about Thanksgiving or what your favorite foods are. If you're in a different country, you aren't,
probably celebrating it.
You're not celebrating it. So what do you do on this day when the rest of when America is talking about Thanksgiving? Are you guys just like, okay, you guys are weird?
The Canadians celebrated it last month.
Yes.
They have Canadian Thanksgiving in October.
Yeah. Does anyone else, because they're seeing us, have this day, do you think any other country has a tradition they've started on their own, or in any families in other countries been like, oh, this is like American Thanksgiving, so we're going to do this every year on this day for fun?
Or like transplants, people that have moved from America that still want to celebrate it.
Yeah, because if I was in another country, I would make my friends there
Yeah.
celebrate with me.
It's like Emma from our dodgeball team. She is Canadian, so she hosts a Canadian Thanksgiving here.
Cute, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you think, and if you're in another country, eat some turkey for us and
Gobble gobble, bitch.
let us know how you like it. And we will, see you next week. And I hope you have a great week.
Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great week. Sorry, my voice sounds like this.